Okay. Now, people who pay off their credit card early or in segments, you pay it off. Another form of it is called balance chasing. You pay it off, and they say they gave you $7,000. You took 4,000 something, and interest, make it 5,000. So basically, you took 5,000, 6,000, okay, and you've been paying that off. But they don't want you to pay it off. They want you to drag it out. Remember, they gave you a loan. It's a loan, okay? That's not free money. That's a loan. You said that you will pay it back, and you'll be charged interest. So there's a minimum and there's an interest. There's two fees, okay? You got the minimum and you got the interest. Once you pay the minimum, the interest might double and get larger. It depends how much the ARP is and what they're doing with that. So here's your situation. You're worried. Okay, you notice they gave you 7,000, but you spent 4,000 plus interest, drops it down to 6,000. So how much should you have in there now? 1,000, right? And you've been paying it off, and you notice the balance keeps changing. But wait a minute, how can it be? Or when you first started, they took away that extra 1,000. What it is, they gave you 5,000. They took away the 2,000, and then you owe 5,000. Then you try to pay it off. Okay. The minimum is what they want you to send. You could send 10 times that minimum, so it'd be 410. 10 times the amount of money to what you owe. 10 times it. Because the more you put in, the faster you can pay it off. You don't want to hold that on too long, because if you leave it too long, it can double in price. So you owe 5. Say you have took out 5, you get up to 10,000. So, but they're doing balance chasing. So when you pay some, they take some away. They pay some, they take some away. So you don't get that balance back that you originally took out. Okay, you pay 1,000. All right. Should it go back up 1,000? No. It might say 0. Something's going on there. You gotta watch it. I mean, you gotta watch it. And you say, "Hey, I paid on time." Doesn't matter. They don't want you to pay it. They want you to pay it, but they don't want you to pay it off. And okay, if they don't want me to pay it off, I pay, maybe 4 times, 2 times, 3 times. It's supposed to be 3 times the amount. If say it was $41, it's 3 times that. You go higher if you wanted to. But then again, if you have the money, you could pay it off. The thing is this: why give you the credit card if they're gonna take the money away? And they can. They can do anything they want. So, after a couple of months, maybe years, maybe 2 years in, you notice you owe 1,000. How much you should have? Originally, you had 7, but it took 2 away. So you took 5,000. So you have 5,000 with them. Okay, but now there's only 1,000 left to pay off. That means 4,000, but 4,000 is not there. What are they doing? You get a letter in the mail. The letter says, "Well, there's no way else to tell how good your credit rating is, and even if your credit rating was bad, why would you're paying them." So, because everything's by this big number, The highest you can go, I think, is like 9. I used to have 938 score. That's pretty good. You can have any credit you want. You gotta be careful with that though, because how many cards? I used to have 16 cards. I had it's like a tripod with three folds in there. Three, put all that's all the cards. But you don't want to carry all that credit around because it goes against you. So you got to be careful. But balance chasing is, you got to know about that. It might call it something else, but the common known is this: every time you pay off the balance, they take money away. So that 1,000 that's left over, and you thought you had 4,000, they send you a letter and say, your credit has been reduced to 1,000 because that's what you owe. Ooh, you're not going to get any more. And don't think writing a letter to the AI. Yes, AI sent you that letter, not a human. There's no more human monitoring that stuff. It's all AI now. So the AI is going to be strict. Check your credit rating. Got to be just right. Boy. So what happens when you get down to, okay, it was 1,000, a couple of months. It drops down to 500. So that means you paid 500. You had 1,000, right? Then they send you another letter saying, oh, we have to drop it down to 500. That's crazy. So that means every time you pay it, they take the money away. They should have left it at 1,000. They shouldn't have to take it away from you. You can't really use a credit card at $300. What are you gonna get? Groceries? It's terrible. You're not gonna get no cash back. Terrible when they do stuff like that. It's terrible. But they're doing that today, and they can get away with it. So what should you do? Well, pay it off when you can. Remember this: when you pay the whole thing off, say you had 300 left, there's interest. So say you were paying at the end of the month, you just paid the whole thing off. So when the next statement comes and you see the interest, paid right away. Don't waste, because everything that's interest is going to compound, until because you want to get that gone. Should you use a card? Well, hey, you weren't using it all this time. You were trying to pay off that balance, because they want you to use the card and buy other things. So you're using the card. You're not just paying off one balance. That's another thing too. You might think, well, gee, I want to pay this thing off. I don't want to put nothing else on it, and that's the right way to do it. But they don't want you to do that. They want you to use it. So you spend 1,000, you put another 1,000, so it's another, and that's how the rate keeps going up. So you got to be careful. It gets in that situation. Yeah. So balance chasing, credit card payments, people who pay back on their credit card. Now, like I said, when you pay back on the credit card, what are you paying? Are you paying the minimum? You're paying 3 times the minimum? Or are you paying off the whole thing? You don't want to carry debt. And when you carry debt, it follows you. It's tough, but that's the way it is. You thought you're doing the right thing, they're paying it off. And when you go use a card, you decline because they took the credit away. So you went to say, hey, I want to buy that TV set. It costs like 2,000, and I know I got 4,000. You go use it, and you find out you don't have enough because they reduced the credit, and it's terrible when they do that. But they do it because they can get away with it, and there's something you can do about it. Like I said, don't write a letter, because you write a letter, don't use AI to write a letter, because a lot of them get very strict now. But they're not going to change their mind. And despite you, even though you wrote that letter, they might take more out of you because they don't care. AI is controlling all that. Terrible. Well, now you know what to do. Pay that off. Try to keep your credit score high. How would this affect your credit score? It's hard to tell. It's a monopoly. It's like a monopoly game you're playing. It's like you have to have your own money. See, people use a credit card because they don't want to use the money now in the bank. But it's getting to a point now you're going to have to start using that other money. And a lot of establishments, once you use credit card, rent a vehicle. because the credit card's backing you up. Okay. You want to go to a whole, book a flight. You have to have enough money. Sometimes they used to take the debit card. They don't take it anymore. So they want credit card. It's a guarantee that they get paid. Yeah. You got to be careful. It's different. It's a different ball game today. Hey, if you find this video helps you, hit that subscribe button. Okay. Yeah. A lot of you are not doing it. But I'm giving you a lot of good advice here, and you're getting real a lot of advice. So help the channel. I'm trying to make it grow. I'll still provide you with videos. We also have podcasts too. Okay. So this is a reset channel. So it would be the Life Reset Show. Okay. Yeah, that's a good name to call it. All right. That's it. We're done.